Hello, dear students. So we'll continue our lectures of evolutionary biology, lecture number 25. Last time we have seen aneuploidy, euploidy, polyploidy, then hybridization. In hybridization, we have seen two different plants crosses, and a new third hybrid species is created. For example, Raphanobrassica. This is produced by crossing of two species. Raphanus means radish म्हणजे मुळा and brassica म्हणजे cabbage कोबी. या दोघांच्या समन्वयाने न्यू स्पेसीज रॅफानोब्रासिका इज प्रोड्युस्ड अँड बोथ हॅव 18 number of chromosomes. So hybridization is a common mechanism that produces variation in invertebrates, particularly insects. Now we will see isolating mechanisms. So most modern evolutionists such as Mecham 1961 and Mayer 1948, then Stebbins 1966. These three have classified the reproductive isolating mechanism into two classes, namely pre-mating or pre-zygotic isolating mechanisms and post-mating or post-zygotic isolating mechanisms. So both types of isolating mechanisms differ fundamentally from each other in the following manner. So pre-mating or pre-zygotic isolating mechanism prevent wastage of gametes and so are highly susceptible to improvement by natural selection. Post-mating or post-zygotic isolating mechanisms do not prevent wastage of gametes and their improvement by natural selection is direct. Both types of isolating mechanisms divided into many subtypes. So before knowing the subtypes, I would like to define again isolating mechanism by another way. Intrinsic characteristics of species that reduce or prevent successful reproduction with members of other species. So this is another definition. So pre-mating or pre-zygotic isolating mechanisms. So pre-mating or pre-zygotic isolating mechanisms are those that prevent contact between the species when they are reproductively active, or which prevent or restrict the union of gametes after mating. It may be caused by the following reasons. Number one, habitat isolation, or we can call it as a ecological isolation. Often two closely related species will grow well in different ecological conditions within the same territory, but no hybrid between them will be found. However, when the numbers of reproving species are taken into a laboratory, hybrids between them can be obtained. Thus, their respective gene pool are isolated physiologically. Again, because of the ecological separation that inhibits the sharing of traits, the incorporation of new adaptation may lead to functional separation of their gene pool and speciation. Habitat or ecological isolation is most common in plants because of their sedentary nature. Habitat isolation is not a very effective isolating mechanism in mobile animals and has been observed most frequently in mouse, river fishes, and certain water snakes. For example, two subspecies of American mouse inhabit regions that share a common boundary. While laboratory hybrids between these subspecies exist, none has been found in nature. So this might be the news, and therefore we can call it as the habitat isolation or ecological isolation. Second, seasonal isolation or temporal isolation. So season may be the barrier, or season may become the restriction, how we will see here. So in this type, two groups may exist in exactly the same ecological area but do not interbreed because they become sexually mature at different times of the year or under different conditions. Further, seasonal barriers are particularly frequent among aquatic animals because water temperatures are more stable than air temperatures. and embryonic development is more closely harmonized to definite temperatures, and these two factors combine and permit a close regulation of the breeding season. Therefore, we can see that this is the seasonal isolation, or in another way, seasonal isolation is a common in plants and occurs frequently among the insects and other invertebrates and some vertebrates. In animal, it may be the time or condition for mating which may vary. In the northwestern United States, three species of frog, Rana pipiens, Rana climitans, all mate in all the ponds at different times, while Rana sylvatica begins breeding when the water is 45 degrees Fahrenheit and completes its mating season before the temperature reaches 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The breeding temperature necessary for uh, Rana pipiens, Rana climitans must have temperatures at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and by this temperature is reached, both Rana sylvatica and Rana pipiens are past their breeding stages. So seasonal isolation also different as per the species, animal species. Ecological, ethological and behavioral isolation, or we can call it as a sexual isolation. Ethological means habitat. Ethos means habitat, habit. So ethological refers to behavioral pattern. Or ethological isolation mechanisms are barriers to mating due to incompatibility behavior. It is based on the reproduction and reception of stimuli by the sex partners. The male of every species have specific courtship behavior, and female of the some species are receptive, that is visual, auditory, tactile, olfactory and chemical. For example, birds and insects embark on mating up after highly standardized ritual dances. In some species of birds, plumage feathers of the male stimulates the female sexual interest, and thus the different color pattern of insects' light signals sent out by male fireflies, melodious songs produced by male of the insects, frogs, birds, etc. So these are the ethological and behavioral isolations. In most of the animals, it is the male that actively searches for mate. He is usually rather easily stimulated to display to objects. So, in some animals, the male encounters the individual to different species of the male of his own species. He will break off his courtship sooner or later. If the male is displaying to a non-receptive female, the sum will happen perhaps after longer intervals. Another thing in insect Drosophila firefly is that it is shown that the male acts quite specifically to remove inhibitions, so that female will copulate with male of her own species, and these actions of courtship include orientation of the body, display of wings and licking with tongue. So these are the behavioral changes. Now mechanical isolation. Mechanical isolation is provided due to differences in the structure of flower or of flowering plants, or in the genital organs of different species in animals, so that cross pollination or copulation may not be easily brought about. For example, the occurrence of mechanical isolation among animals was recognized quite early, as soon as after the discovery of the manifold structural differences in genital armatures of different species of insects. These genital armatures act like lock and key, so preventing hybridization between individuals of different species. So interspecific crosses in Drosophila may cause injury, even death to the participant, and the same is true in Glossina and pulmonate snails of subfamily Polygyrini. So these are the changes and they may happen. Then post-mating or post-diagotic isolation mechanism. It includes the post-diagotic isolation mechanisms are those which prevent the growth of hybrid individuals after fertilization has occurred, or which reduce the fertility of the F1 hybrids or the viability of their descendants, and they are caused by different methods. One is gametic mortality and second is zygotic mortality. So it has been postulated that the sperms can tolerate only narrow range of temperature or pH, and these are the favorable conditions. If these conditions are changes in some species, then their physiology is changes, and they may prove to lethal to the sperms, and they may get die, or they may get lead to viable offsprings. So these are the changes of gametic mortality, and some furthermore the sperms may encounter antigenic reactions in the genital tract of the female, and so that they may get killed. So another example in Drosophila, in which leads to an enormous swelling of the wall of the vagina and subsequent killing of spermatozoa. Second thing, zygotic mortality includes the development of fertilized hybrid egg is often irregular, and development may stop at any stage between fertilization and adulthood. So zygotic mortality can cause due to several cytological or genetical or embryological, molecular, biological, biochemical and physiological reasons in most of the animals. For example, certain hybrids zygotes of Ambisto, Ambistoma mexicanum lack nucleus, and in the absence of nucleolus, such a zygotes die without undergoing cleavage. So this is the another case. Next one is the hybrid inviability. So many naturally occurring animal hybrid though have somatic hybrid vigor and fertility, but leave no offspring. The reason for the reproductive failure or fully fertile species hybrid is perhaps that they are less well adjusted to available ecological niches that individual of the parental species. Also, species hybrids are usually less successful than individual of pure species in courtship, when definite behavior pattern and species specific stimuli play an important role. For example, two species of the crosses between bullfrog, Rana castebiana, and the green frog, Rana climatans, so results in inviable embryos. So therefore hybrid inviability occurs. Number 4 is the developmental hybrid sterility. Sometimes post-diagotic isolation involves in the production of vigorous but sterile species hybrids, and this type of hybrid sterility involves the abnormal development of gonads, of abnormal meiosis, or abnormality in gamete formation, and this is usually common in male animal and plants. So inviable F1 hybrid species may cause abnormalities in Drosophila and flies, or in mammals, cattle, buffaloes, or which can horse and zebra. So these are the pairs that causes hybrid sterility. So abnormality occurs due to the poor growth and low rate of mitosis in the cells of the seminiferous tubules. So further developmental abnormality occurs at the time of meiosis or spermatocytes. Now segregation hybrid sterility. Number 5 is the segregation hybrid sterility. In both plant and animals, hybrid sterility may result from abnormal segregation at meiosis of either whole chromosome or blocks of genes contained in chromosomal segments. If the chromosomes of the parental species are not homologous, that is, chromosomes of both parent of hybrid contains individual gene dissimilarities, they cannot pair at all. Further, segregational hybrid sterility or genetic isolation may also be caused due to genetically controlled spindle abnormalities, asynapsis or desynapsis, and similar other abnormalities. So further, sometimes chromosome sterility may result when the chromosomes from two parents do not lack homology but differ due to structure changes or structural changes like translocation or inversion. So we can call it as a chromosomal aberrations. For example, the functional offspring mules of horse and donkey means mule म्हणजे खेचर म्हणतो आपण त्याला, हॉर्स आणि डॉंकीच्या याच्याने hybrid जन्माला येणार. So this might be mule. So this may be the change. 6 number, F2 breakdown. So F1 and F2, we have seen all hybrid generations. So in both animal and plant, there are examples of hybrids which are highly or at least partly fertile, but which gives rise to weak, abnormal, or sterile progeny in the second generation or F2 generation, and this phenomenon is called as hybrid breakdown. The classical example of hybrid examples of hybrid breakdown provided by F1 hybrid Gossypium Gossypium arboreum and Gossypium herbaceum and Gossypium barbadens and Gossypium hirsutum. In both of these cases, F1 progeny is either missing or is very weak. So this may be the change. And from the developmental point of view, F2 breakdown is similar. So types of isolating mechanisms that prevent gene exchange between populations of related species of organisms includes this one: pre-mating isolation mechanisms that prevent interspecific crosses, that is fertilization and zygotic formation. These are the first, habitat isolation; second, seasonal or temporal isolation; third, ecological isolation; and fourth, mechanical isolation. So they show this type of isolations in different populations in this species, particularly in this species, and the populations are isolated at a different or incompatible season or time or behavior, and shows cross fertilization or pollination that is prevented or restricted. B. Post-mating or post-diagotic isolating mechanism includes gametic motility, zygotic motility, hybrid inviability or weakness, developmental hybrid sterility, segregational hybrid sterility, and F2 breakdown. That we have already seen in previous discussion, but this is the chart to understand you basically from the topic, or basically from the summary point of view. So sperm transfer takes place, but egg is not fertilized in gametic motility. In zygotic motility, egg is fertilized, but zygote dies. And in this way, these are the changes that we have seen in F2. F1 hybrids are normal, vigorous, and fertile, but F2 contains many weak or sterile individuals. So these are the changes that we have seen already in the. Now we will stop here the present lecture. We will continue to next.